Dear colleagues, it's a great pleasure for me and a great honor as a representative of the Managing Board of the International Center for Mathematical Sciences in Sofia to welcome you here in the Institute of Mathematics and Informatics at the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences on this nice occasion, the opening of the conference Women in Mathematics in Southeastern Europe. Good morning, please come in. The initiative Women in Mathematics in Southeastern Europe began in December 2020 when we organized the first conference, and this year was the era when we established the center and the center started its activities. The main goal of this initiative is to promote the role of women in mathematics, to disseminate new results, and to establish new long-term collaborations between scientists in this region, in Southeastern Europe and on the Balkans. And a special distinguished lecturer on the first conference was Professor Mina from Israel. She is the director of Emily Noether Institute for Mathematics, and she is also the person who is leading a multi-year program in the University of Miami. The program is called Advancing Women in Mathematics Across the Americas. I mention her name because she is the chair of the scientific committee of our conference, and the other members of the scientific committee are Professor Philip Griffiths, who is Professor Emeritus in the Institute for Advanced Study in USA, and Ludmila Katsarkov, who is professor in our institute and the university in Miami. And now I would like to present Professor Oleg Mushkarov, who is a full member of the Academy of Sciences, and he is the director of the International Center for Mathematical Sciences. He will say some words, welcoming words to you. Please, you have the floor.
Thank you. I would say, like Willy, that I'm really very honored and in some sense very happy to welcome all of you to this wonderful conference, Women in Mathematics. And as she said that we organized this conference for the third time. So I would like to say that always it's a pleasure to have so many women in our institute. Okay. In these difficult times, I often remember the Dostoevsky's words that the beauty will save the world. And I consider this conference as a small contribution in this direction, because the common thing between mathematics and women is beauty. So thank you very much for coming to our conference. In addition to success in the scientific program, I would like to, and I'm sure you will have a pleasant stay in Sofia. And one last thing, since I see here my close friend, Peter Milanov, recently I read a book suggested by him. That was a book by Shimon Peres, a former Prime Minister of Israel. And this book is entitled No Room for Small Dreams. So I take this opportunity to wish you all first a Merry Christmas and to always have big dreams. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Oleg. And now we have the honor to be greeted by Professor Peter Boyvolenko, who is the director of the Institute of Mathematics and Informatics at the Academy of Sciences. You have the floor.
Thank you. First of all, welcome to our institute, welcome to the conference. We are happy to bring you here for this nice conference. With its third edition, the first face-to-face, the conference is going to become a tradition. So maybe after several years you say that you have already good tradition. We are proud to have you here to see your results, to have your opinion on what is going in mathematics, in your particular fields and in general. We will have, apart from the regular program, we will have possibility to have discussions, conversations, maybe to make some future cooperation, some future projects. So I hope to have great outcome of this conference, and wish you some good luck, good health during the conference, and okay, forever. And okay, I hope that you present, I hope, smooth organization. So welcome again, and let us go with the conference.
And actually, this initiative, Women in Mathematics in Southeastern Europe, was inspired by the ideas and the great enthusiasm of Mina. And we organized this conference in collaboration with the Institute of Mathematical Sciences of the Americas, which is part of the University of Miami, and also in collaboration with the Union of the Bulgarian Mathematicians. So now it's my great pleasure to give the floor to Professor Mina, who is inspired this initiative and who made this effort to wake up at 2:30 in the morning and to greet us from Miami. Mina, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful for this nice introduction. Actually, I'm more than grateful. I'm grateful, I'm honored, and I'm glad. Just a moment. I'm grateful to you for organizing this very good. Do you hear me?
Yes, yes, we hear you.
Okay, I'm grateful to you for organizing this wonderful conference and choosing me to be the chair of the scientific committee, and to all the speakers who came to give these wonderful talks. This is a science of strength. And I'm honored to be delivering my greetings among the leadership of Bulgarian mathematics. Sofia is very close to my heart, and to be among all these leaders, I'm very honored. And the last thing, I'm glad because of this whole initiative to raise visibility and presence of women in mathematics, which is happening in Sofia, which is the ICMS is a sister institute to the institute in Miami in terms of science and in terms of initiative. So I'm very happy that these are the main two members of this network. As was mentioned, we have a big initiative to raise visibility of women in mathematics and the status in Miami, which is a multi-year project, starting in middle school, high school, undergraduate, graduate level, postdoc, faculty position, and to the peak of the pyramid. So you are starting with the peak of the pyramid, so I'm very happy that you are doing it here. And I trust that these initiatives will have an impact on our goal, not only for the sake of the female mathematician, but for the sake of mathematics. Because I say to increase visibility and presence of women in mathematics is it's not affirmative action to the women, it's affirmative action to the science. So thank you very much for coming and delivering the talk, and I'll be very happy to follow your talks from Miami. Thank you.
And we are honored to have here also Professor Dokia Pashiva, who is the Vice President of the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences, and who will greet us on behalf of the governing body of the Academy.
Thank you so much. Dear Professor Mushkarov, dear Professor Boyvolenko, dear colleagues, respected guests. When I was coming this morning to the Institute, I was wondering why this meeting was called Women in Mathematics. Either because the women are few, or maybe because the women are better mathematicians than men. Why not? I think that both reasons are quite acceptable. Of course, what I heard just now, I really understand what was the reason. The main goal was really to attract the young scientists, women mathematicians, to deal with mathematics. I would say by small personal experience that mathematics is really a challenge, as I would say an adventure. In fact, I was graduated in chemistry and I have studied mathematics 2.5 years, so I pretty well know what is mathematics. But I think that now mathematics is helping quite a lot other sciences. It's like, of course, physics and informatics, chemistry, but why not biology, bioinformatics, of course, sociology, archaeology also. So this is a very big field to express your deep expertise in mathematics. I really hope that this initiative will help in few years for many young women to contribute to the development of mathematics, and I'm deeply convinced for the success of this International Center of Mathematics and the organization of this meeting. So really I wish you success and hope that some new faces shall be seen, let's say, on the next meetings, young women who is dealing with mathematics. Thank you so much for your presence.
The idea to promote the role of female mathematicians, and especially to encourage the research and developing career in the field of mathematics for young women, was supported by the European Mathematical Society, and I am proud to announce that the European Mathematical Society gave us support for this conference. And the conference is also supported by the Simons Foundation and by the Bulgarian, the Ministry of Education and Science of Bulgaria. So we thank all our sponsors for giving us financial support to organize this conference and to invite all of you here. And our sponsor, the European Mathematical Society, sent a short presentation about the society. They would like the presentation to be presented here in front of you. So I would like our colleague Konstantin Delchev to perform it.
Имам ли показалка?
Точно само да включи.
All set? Thank you. Thank you also for the opportunity to present the European Mathematical Society, which is among the sponsors of this conference and among the most important mathematical institutions in the European continent, not just European Union. It has been established since the 1990s, but the idea of such a society comes all the way since 1978 with Sir Michael Atiyah. Established formally in the year 1990, its first director was Kirchberg himself, and since then the society has grown immensely. It has as national and subsocietal members 60 different organizations and more than 3,000 members. Numerous esteemed mathematicians have been directors of this society, and here you can see three of them. Volker Merman, who is the current director, Pavel Exner, who was director until 2018 and was instrumental for numerous mathematical achievements on policy making and research level, and the first female president of the society, Marta Sanz-Suren. The goals of the European Mathematical Society are, of course, to support mathematical research, innovation and education, but also to improve the societal relationship to mathematics, to present mathematics to the public, foster stronger and more dynamic collaboration between the European mathematicians, and, of course, support mathematicians in different circumstances, both various disadvantages and overcoming them, and representing mathematics in front of various policy-making bodies. This reflects in the committees of the European Mathematical Society, which has both purely mathematical topics, but also societal and interdisciplinary topics. You will notice that there is a separate committee about women in mathematics. The activities of the EMS are broad, but several of them include the European Congress of Mathematics, which is a 4-year event, much like the Olympiad, the various EMS summer schools, and various smaller events with smaller focus, usually dedicated to research or one of the societal problems. It is also very active in political lobbying for the establishment of better placed mathematics in the field of research, and it is no surprise that many of its former directors have been instrumental, for example, for the creation and the functioning of the European Research Council, such as Jean-Pierre Bourguignon, or one of the architects of the ERC, Pavel Exner. Furthermore, the European Mathematical Society supports open science and, in fact, has one of the biggest repositories of open science concerning mathematics and computer science, Central Blood Math. It also provides various grants and scholarships to mathematicians, as well as the EMS prizes for mathematicians aged up to 35. Joining the European Mathematical Society has numerous benefits, including discounts for the European Congress and various other EMS co-sponsored events, online access to the GEMS journal, and various discounts on other press and books. Furthermore, DMS has a reciprocity agreement for the membership with the American, Australian, Japanese, and Canadian math societies. Finally, students in mathematics are eligible for 3-year free student membership. This will conclude the short presentation. I don't want to take more time for the presentations in the conference. And I'd like to thank once again DMS for sponsoring such a wonderful event.
Thank you both. And finally, I would like to introduce our distinguished invited speakers this year. Sofia Wambropoulou from the National Technical University of Athens, Greece. And Anna Maria Fino from the University of Torino, Italy, and from Florida International University, but she will arrive this evening. So you will have the chance to listen to her tomorrow morning. Of course, the conference is open not only to women, but also to men and to everyone interested and involved in mathematics. And our special guest was planned to be academician Peter Kenderov, who is an expert on education and science. But unfortunately, he is not able to come, so we will not have his lecture in the program. We will have, after the opening ceremony, we will have a long coffee break. And we start with the lecture of Sofia Wambropoulou. All the lectures after the coffee break will be on the 4th floor, room 403, and the coffee break is on the 4th floor. And at the end, I would like to say that I hope this initiative will really encourage women and young girls to develop research careers in the field of mathematics, because I believe that women can make mathematics more beautiful and the world a better place to live in.
Wow.
Thank you for your attention. Now you can enjoy the coffee break.
Start with the smooth organization.
Congratulations.
Start with
Do you hear me?
Mission.
Thank you, Mina.